So BTC rally is still in effect. We are losing a super tiny bit of momentum, not a lot, but a little bit. We haven't had any pocket pivots in a while. Those are these green pluses on my volume aggregation tool. Usually when you don't have pocket pivots, it means one thing, you had a huge sell candle, which this one is likely holding us up, or you're losing some momentum. And I think both are, we're being victims of both of them right now. We are losing a little bit of momentum. The RSI does have a divergence on it, which isn't the end of the world. You're very, very rarely going to see an RSI that never diverges. An RSI is always going to diverge as momentum wanes away a little bit, and it always does to an extent. And so what you're noticing here is a little bit of that. The question is that going to result in a bigger downtrend, or are we going to chop sideways for a bit and consolidate? The big thing we want is for those sellers to stay away. That's really the big thing. If the sellers can avoid distributing up here into these highs, we're at about 73,000. We hit another new high today, 73,757. So we hit another new high today. Can those sellers stay away and let the bulls play? That's the question. So I don't have the answer to that. We shall see. But the only negative, and the main negative to me about this whole market actually, is these big shakeouts we've been having. These big wide drops in the market. We're not. There's something called wide and loose in the market, which is where the price acts erratically in a wide ranging fashion for a long-ish period of time. It doesn't take that long to get wide and loose, but we're not wide and loose. We had an opportunity to go wide and loose here, but we've since tightened up, which is good. We still do have these shakeouts, which can be troublesome. So you have to be mindful of thise. Each of these is a very valid point on the chart. And so fortunately, they're all higher. Each of these lows is higher than the previous one. So that's a good thing. So I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater here. I don't like the shakeouts. I wish we had a little bit more momentum right now. I think a consolidation would actually do us really good in this area, but hopefully not a big one. A big one could lose a lot of confidence. We start to take out some of these lows. You're going to have people lose confidence, and especially holding the 69,000, the old high. This should be a level, or I should say this is a level, a very psychological level. People are very likely buying up here. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of verticality. That means that there's not a big spread between the prior high and where we're at right now. So the people that are buying up here, there's going to be some long-term holders that buy in all-time highs. I'm sure a lot of you have been victim of that during the last market cycle, maybe the one before that, maybe the one before that. You buy at all-time highs because you're getting all excited and you don't know very much. And then you get in the market rolls over and traps you up there. And you feel like you can't sell, even though you can. You feel like you can't. So when it comes back up to that level again, you're more likely to sell because you don't want the pain of losing the money. And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall. It's very likely what's to happen. And again, this is predicated on if we have a harder drop down under 69,000. That's just kind of what I'm thinking right now, just to put that out there. But let's set that aside for a minute. Let's look at some alts. We're going to talk about Solana, Avax, Injective, and BNB, which has been on a spectacular run. Solana kind of boring us up right now from the 12. That's Solana. Oh, it's 112. It was hiding. Solana with the 112 level. This 132 is hiding too. Up to the 132 breaking out. Now we're up at the 171. And we're within a good distance of the all-time high. Not a lot really holding us back. This green line across, this is where our price currently is. We're up in this upper range, ladies and gentlemen, for Solana. So those of you that bought down lower waiting, you're looking towards profit-taking areas. Don't get too happy. Try to keep an even keel to your decision-making process here. But the things look pretty good here. We are losing a little bit of momentum. We'll see by the end of the day how this volume candle works out. Yesterday's was pretty good. It was about average, which is fine. That's all it needs to do. And today, hopefully, we'll get something similar to that. Good pocket pivots on the 2-hour. No pocket pivots here on the daily, similar to BTC, but we do have this big shakeout candle right there killing a lot of things, and our pocket pivot signatures. So hopefully that will back away. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, actually could do it relatively soon, actually, maybe as soon as tomorrow. But good action here from Solana. Getting in towards areas where you could think about taking those profits. Think about securing them. Think about them not eroding away. You don't want that to happen, but you do want to find a signature to sell off of, some kind of a climactic move. As we get up towards 200, that could be a good opportunity. That's a big round number. People will be looking to that as well. AVAX still looking pretty good here through the 43, through the 50. consolidating here on the 2-hour time frame, doing okay. A pocket pivot a couple days ago, so Avax not doing anything bad here. Usually is a late stage mover, and it only moved about 4 days ago. That's pretty late stage. Injective, the breakout so far working pretty good. We haven't retested this 44,962, and that's fine. No issues with that. So let's hope this holds up, and everything's good there. And then BNB with an amazing day yesterday, really extended from our early larger base of from 300. We're up at 600 right now, so that's already almost doubled. We had 307 was the alert level. A little bit of a pullback right now really isn't a problem. Okay, so if you're in some of these and have some profits, just feel free to stay with them until they break something, until they break some kind of a structure. No structure breaking here for Binance Coin. Things are looking good here. So that's all I got for you guys. There's not a lot of brand new alerts that I've seen out there. We have some consolidations happening, but mostly this is some, I don't want to say late stage things happening, but a little bit late stage, a little bit where you should be looking at profits. Like 100% move in BNB isn't super common. It's even been more than that if you come back down to some of these lows, 220 for this first breakout. So we've been in this rally for a while. Volume is still staying good, so stay with it. But you just have to keep in mind that as we get higher, we need some good volume to keep us healthy, and that is what's lacking at the moment. So hopefully in the near future we'll get some more of that. But for right now, just keep an eye out for profit taking. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on Altcoin Best Trading.